Hey guys, it's Dr. Liz here. I just wanted to drop in. I'm in between some meal prep and waiting for dinner to be finished. My hubby's Mike's cooking tonight. So, hey, here's what I want to do. It is as easy as ABC, yes it is, to make that quick shift and change some beliefs and the outcomes in your life. And I wanted to share with you some great information, some great insight that I got, geez, it was back in grad school when I started studying the work of Dr. Albert Ellis. And he was pretty much one of those founding fathers of what we think we believe, and it impacts our world. We'll put that in a nutshell. Okay, and I fought him for a long time, but let me just tell you, it really does work. It is as easy as ABCs. A is he calls it the antecedent event, okay? I just think, what caught my attention? What event happened, okay? B, it's my beliefs about that event, beliefs about myself, more importantly. And C, it's the consequences. What happens after I see something, I have my opinion about it, my beliefs about it, and the consequences and the outcome. And I got to thinking, tonight, let's say that I walked into the kitchen and the activating event was the stove, the oven is cold, there's no action going on in the kitchen, and my husband is distracted or off doing something else. I've had a long day, that's my mindset. I've been busy. I've been seeing tons of cool people, and I still have a lot of other stuff on my mind because I always do. And so let's say I walk in seeing the activating event or the action what caught my attention here, and I then all of these beliefs about I deserve better. I shouldn't have to walk into an empty kitchen. Why am I the only one that cooks around here? Any of those kinds of things, all right? And then the consequences or the emotional outcome is I can feel neglected, taken advantage of. I can get really angry. I can get a little passive aggressive. I'm like, fine, we'll see who gets hungry first. All of those kinds of things, plus more. I'm sure you can fill in the blank, okay? And dear sweet Dr. Albert said, switch that up. Yes, the activating event, the A, I don't know how to make the A in our life, but caught our attention, is probably gonna stay the same. I'm still gonna come out of my office and walk into a cold kitchen. Right now you might hear Grandma Zoe barking on the floor because there is actually food being cooked in the kitchen, and when there's food in the kitchen, that's what she will be, okay? So the activating event is I walk out of my office, and in this particular pretend situation, there is nothing happening in the kitchen. It's dark, it's quiet, it's cold, no food. Okay, my beliefs need to shift if I'm gonna make something better about it. Maybe the belief is still, I work hard. Yeah, absolutely. Support that, no problem there. The belief is, my husband works hard. No problem there, don't dispute that thing. And so then we start teasing about between what is real and what is kind of expected. If I believe that both of us have worked hard, and that maybe there is reasons why I haven't been ahead of the game and cooked, or there's a belief about why he might not have been ahead and prepared and cooked, then I have more of a belief that's easygoing or forgiving or open to hearing someone else's perspective, okay? And so that's the B part. The consequences or the outcome is that I'm probably not gonna come storming in there and like, what the heck? I'm starving. Why aren't you doing anything? Get up, get off the computer, or what are you doing on the phone? And he's in turn probably not going to have a similar consequence of you're locked up in your office all the time. Why don't you plan? Okay, instead of having an explosion, we're gonna have more of a, like, I know I worked hard, I know you worked hard, let's just throw something together. What can we do to plan to make these things change, or, so there's meals waiting for us if we're hungry. It comes from a belief system that I deserve, he deserves, together we do, but we also need to give each other grace or cut each other some slack or whatever it might be in those moments. So it can be as easy as ABC. We notice what catches our attention or the activating event, and then we do a better, deeper dive around what are our beliefs about ourselves or about them. And the beliefs can be just like instantaneous thoughts. Boom, boom, boom. How dare they? I'm sick of this. I'm so over this. Or I can't speak up. It's not, they never change, whatever type of thing. All of those beliefs come with feelings, and they impact how we interpret and the outcome, which is the consequence of the situation. And why do I share this? Because I want you to have a wonderful life. I want you to have a wonderful marriage. I want you to have a great world, and I know you work hard. I know I work hard, and I want each and every one of us, when we go through our day, to have as much joy and as much purpose as possible. Okay? So, let me give you just a little snippet and I'll tell you, okay? Dr. Ellis came up with this. So the story says, so my memory recalls from back then, but he came up with this when he was out and about as a young man, and he wanted to meet women, and he was in grad school and studying stuff, and he wanted to meet women and eventually get married, and he was so socially shy. He said it just, okay. So he started practicing, and he put himself out there. He adopted a different belief, and yes, he ended up getting married and going on to raise a wonderful family. But equally as important, he overcame all of those beliefs he had about himself, and he went from sitting quietly in a corner in grad school to being one of our leaders in the School of Psychology or the History of Psychology, and he raised awareness and spoke in front of huge groups of people. And he said, if I can do it, anybody can do it. So we need to all get back and make it as easy as ABC. Maybe it's just something as simple as myself and my husband Mike getting together and coming together and having an understanding that we both have busy days, or we misunderstood each other or whatever, but we both believe that we deserve to share the chores, to have dinners, to respect each other's work schedules, and on and on and on. Okay? Because we've been together a long time, 33 plus years, okay? So anyway, go have a great dinner or breakfast or lunch, or wherever this hits you. Share it with folks. Remember, ABC. A is the activating event, or in my world, it's what caught my attention. So, okay. B, beliefs. What are my beliefs? What are my emotions around that situation? What I see, okay? And C, what are the consequences? What are the outcomes of my actions, my reactions, theirs, all right? We can clean it up. Understand each of those three parts. We can clean it up and we go on and have a great life. Truly, you can. For those of you that are, haven't joined my Dr. Liz page, or more importantly, pop over to my Relationships Renewed. It's a private Facebook group, and it's where just a small gathering of us get together, like-minded gals, and we figure life out. We figure relationships, marriages, whatever. We're just there hanging out, figuring it out. But that's where I spend a lot of my time and my attention. So please join me there, and you'll get more in-depth information, more in-depth trainings. Okay? So it's at Dr. Liz Jenkins, my Facebook page, and it's at Relationships Renewed for my private Facebook group. You can catch me on Instagram. Okay, it's at Dr. Liz J. Take care. Have a great day wherever it is, and remember, it is as easy as ABC.